is KAGS 18 Sports.
You can say a lot of things about former Texas A&M pitcher Michael Wacha, but you definitely can't say the 6'6" hurler had a case of the Mondays this afternoon. A familiar face in an unfamiliar situation. Michael Wacha starting his first postseason game. And he gets some offensive support in the sixth. Matt Holliday with one on smacks a hanging slider from Charlie Morton over the fence. And the Redbirds lead 2-0. This is a must-win for the Cardinals. Bottom of the frame, Wacha strikes out Starling Marte. The 22-year-old has a no-hitter working again through 6. But with one out in the bottom of the 8th, Pedro Alvarez connects with a 3-1 fastball, and that's why he led the National League in home runs this season. No-hitter gone, shutout gone, Wacha gone. But 2-1 in the 9th, the lead not gone. Andrew McCutcheon, the go-ahead run at the plate, pops up Trevor Rosenthal's pitch to second, and Wacha becomes the first Aggie pitcher ever to win a Major League Baseball postseason game. The Cardinals tie the series at 2. They force a decisive Game 5 in St. Louis on Wednesday with that 2-1 victory. And some NFL yesterday. First in Dallas, where the Cowboys scored the first 14 points against the undefeated Broncos, but it quickly became a shootout. Peyton Manning had 414 yards passing and 4 TDs while running for another right there. Tony Romo threw for 506 yards and 5 touchdowns, but with the game tied at 48, he threw an interception that gave Denver the ball and led to the game-winning field goal.
Well, it's just about winning and losing. I think as a quarterback, you know that. You leave everything on the field just to try and win these football games, and it's disappointing when you don't.
And right here on KAGS, staying with our theme of making history, Texans QB Matt Schaub made some history last night as well against San Francisco. His 4th game throwing a pick 6, the first NFL player ever to do that. But Schaub wasn't done. He threw 3 interceptions on the night. Coach Gary Kubiak actually pulled his quarterback out of the game. Well, the 49ers were not impressive statistically. They still won big, 34-3. All the talk afterwards was about the Texans' struggling signal caller.
Trying to help a quarterback work through a very difficult time right now, and I'm trying to help a guy that I believe a great deal in, So I've been doing this a long time, and I've been with some pretty good ones, and seen some guys go through some hard times, and I know what this league is all about, and I'm trying to be there to be the guy that help him through it.
And it wasn't a great week for Aggies in the NFL either. This by far the worst news of the day. The 2nd overall pick in this year's NFL draft. Left tackle Luke Joeckel suffered a high ankle fracture to his right leg on this play yesterday against the St. Louis Rams. The Jaguars say the 21-year-old will miss the remainder of the season. As for the Aggie women's sports yesterday, soccer won 2-1 at Mizzou. They're actually on a 4-game winning streak now. Volleyball not as fortunate, lost in 4 sets to South Carolina. They lost 2 in 3 days.
And now we start looking towards next weekend and
clearly
the
with
Aggies games.
With football, Ole Miss, a Saturday night game, 7:30, and we also know the Auburn game the following Saturday will be here at 2:30. And I think that just about covers everything.
Right, Chris, thank you. We're going to cover a little more weather with Jared when we come back.